Good evening, everyone. Thought I'd just make another video, kind of make it for the time that I haven't been able to make any for quite a while. But this one's going to be about the Golden Child and the rest of the Flying Monkeys. Are they really happy with their life? Even though you would cut off contact with not just your narcissistic mother and or parents, but the golden child that can never do any wrong. The golden child that's just perfect in your narcissistic parents or your narcissistic mother's eyes. Just perfect. And the rest of the flying monkeys that follow. In my case, the golden child in my bio family that I call the gold digger. Gold digger number 1. And the rest of the flying monkeys, for those of you that follow me, I gave the rest of the nicknames like Gold digger number 2, which is next to the youngest. She knows who she is. Then there's Lard Butt, which is next to oldest to me. But let's talk about the golden child. The one that can never do so wrong in your narcissistic mother's eyes. Do I ever really wonder, ever since I've cut off ties with all of them, do I ever wonder from time to time if they're doing well or if they're even happy? My answer to that, I know, is no. They're not happy. Even though they claim to be happy, they act like they're happy, they got all this money to buy all the materialistic things that you could ever buy. But I know in my own mind, I know that it's just all competition amongst the golden child, gold digging sister that I have. Bio sister, I should say. And the rest of the flying monkeys. Lard Butt, gold digger number 2. And oh yeah, I forgot the other one. Miss Inferiority Complex. She knows who she is. There's no way I know in my own right of mind that they're happy, even though they could buy all materialistic things to escape their misery and just put themselves in debt. Credit cards, you name it. And I wasn't playing that game. Ever. But I know in their mind that they think since I have 2 college degrees that I should be doing way better than them. But their ignorance still prevails them. And I know that. Because neither one of them ever finished college. Because they're stupid. At least I'm the kind of person I always finish what I started in. At least I could probably say that I finished college not once but twice with 2 separate degrees, and that's something that this world or nobody could ever take away from me. But let's talk about the golden child, which is gold digger number 1. Do I think she's happy? Even though I know that she's Narcbomb's favorite, there's no way she's happy. I mean, to sit there and work at a job that I know in my own heart of hearts, because I used to work for the same company that she's been working at, that I worked so hard with my degrees I couldn't get anywhere with them, but with her, I know when I was still in contact with my Narcbomb some years back, that my narcissistic mom told me that she had gotten a promotion. And it makes me wonder, how on earth does she get promotion or promotions. And she doesn't have degree one, will I tell you. I know how she got them. She either screwed somebody or blew her way to the top. I use that to your imagination. All this stuff, big house, a Mercedes Benz, and some other vehicles that I know she has. The last that I ever was in contact with my mom some years ago. I know she had more than one car. She's really happy, going on vacations, going to places like Pennsylvania and Florida, taking all these trips, buying things. It's all an escape. Because I know deep down inside, she's miserable. Very miserable. And I have a sense, a very intuitive sense, that I know her, along with the flying monkeys, try to do things to my youngest daughter and to my oldest grandson to get back at me. But I know you narc assholes out there, bio sisters, those who I'm referring to, the bio sisters, you know who you are. Really? Do you think doing this stuff to my oldest grandson, and trying to mentally torture my youngest daughter, even though that she doesn't live with me, and that under duress that my narc mom made me put her up for adoption because unfortunately I didn't have the income to support her. But let me ask my narc bio pieces of crap family of mine, do you think that's going to make you happy by torturing them to get to me? To make your situation better? I don't think so. It's going to get worse and worse and worse. And from what I heard through the grapevine, through some very reliable sources, come to find out that Gold Digger is separated from Mr. Sugar Daddy. Been hearing through the grapevine that she's been arguing, her and her Sugar Daddy husband. Trouble in paradise, how it might have fallen. And then, which leaves me to Lord Bud, who pretends that she's so happy and that her man got her some type of ring or something. And I know the story behind this. Common sense leads me to believe that why would a man like that, her own husband, put himself in hock, knowing what kind of person she is, to buy her a new wedding ring or upgrade her wedding ring, trying to pretend she's all happy. Because let me tell you something, Lord Bud's sister of mine, bio sister, believe it or not, you're not happy. Because you know why? Because you're too damn busy sticking your nose where hell it don't belong instead of tending to your husband and to your youngest son, to your son. You're not happy. And you're never going to be happy. Ever. And then, of course, there's Gold Digger number 2, which I don't know too much about. But I'm sure she's sitting there going in debt, trying to win mommy's love, attention, affection, and all acceptance. Putting herself in debt, just like the rest of them. But I could say, hey, I have a roof over my head. I may not live in the best part of town, but my bills are paid. I have a car that's paid for. Then I praise God for that. Which also brings me to my narc mom. Do I even wonder if she's happy? Even though I broke contact from her some years ago. 5, 6 years, who's counting? But sometimes I think in my mind, is she happy? I'm like, no. Because she knows exactly. As miserable as she is, and I know she's miserable, but can't express it, can't say or do anything about it, because guess what? She's got each and every one of my bio sisters wrapped around her finger and set off for her purpose. Gold digger supplies her money, gold digger number one. Lard butt takes care of anything that she can't understand as far as legal papers or anything else is concerned. And then, of course, I know she's using gold digger number two for some reason. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. And then there's Mrs. Inferiority Complex. And she knows who she is. And I've made this video couple of years back, when she says, don't hate me with my long hair and all this stuff, you know who you are. I'm like, really? Miss Inferiority Complex? Please. Hi, Doris. How are you? But actually, yeah, and makes you wonder if you want to go through your family tree and wonder if the golden child in your family's ever happy. They're never going to be happy. I mean, they may be on Facebook saying, I got a new Benz, I have this, I got a new bling bling. But all that shit's fake. And they know it. But they just want to hide it. So anyway, that's pretty much my video for now. But I checked the comments on the last video, and I appreciate all of your comments. I have responded to all, but a few, but one that I think I'll respond to later. Just kind of, I got some things I gotta do to make this video, but I thought I would just put out another video, and it's just been on my mind quite a bit. But as you relate to my story and what I've been through, and especially many of you that's followed me for a very long time since I began this channel some years ago, go through your family tree and kind of just sense, or feel a sense, that you know in your own hearts that they're not happy, even though they act like it. And I thank all the new subscribers for subscribing to my channel. And I just say keep all the comments coming. If you like this video and many of the other ones that I have on this channel, please, by all means, share them to somebody that you may know is going through narcissistic abuse by their own mom or both parents. I know somebody recently asked me, do I really miss my enabling late father? I haven't really sorted through all that. I haven't really figured that out yet. And this is something I'm going to need more time to really think and reflect upon. But also, too, there was something I want to add on to the last video that I made prior to this one about the residual effects of narcissism. I forgot to add also, too, that those residual effects also affect your way of life as far as like working is concerned. Because in every crowd or workforce, there's always a narc around that always likes to try to railroad you into getting in trouble. You know what I'm talking about. There are some things that they say or do that trigger some stuff. So just imagine all these triggers around you and just trying to get through life. Trying to survive. Because from here on, it's just survival. I mean, after you've gone through narcissistic abuse and you've recovered, and once you find the strength to reinvent yourself and to do whatever it is that make you happy, now is after you go through all that, then it's just the rest of your life. I guess a good part of the rest of your life, you're trying to find yourself, and you will at some point. And I'm starting to find myself and discovering who I am. And for those of you that are really recovering and getting over the abuse that you've been subjected to, keep on going. I encourage you to keep going. It may seem like a never-ending thing, but you gotta think about the rest of your life you gotta spend. Not just so much reinventing yourself, but just overcoming so many hurdles of stuff that you can't do this, you're not going to be successful. You know those narcissistic tapes that play back in your mind? It's always going to haunt you, but you know what? When you realize it, that it's triggered, and you find ways to cope with it, which I have, by telling that narcissistic tape of my mom to say fuck off. If I had to say fuck off out of nowhere, out of blue, that's my way of coping. And just a way to wake myself up and say, hey, you know who you are. Get back up out there. Kick some ass. So, anyway, like I said in the last video, if you have any questions, any comments, or would love to share your story with me, with what you went through, definitely shoot me an email at maryallen7079@yahoo.com. And to any new subscribers that's come, have found my channel by some chance, welcome. With love and open arms. So anyway, not sure what the next video will be about. I'm sure it will hit me at some point of what to really talk about. But for those of you that's just discovered what the hell has happened to you, I know it's like your mind just goes in so many directions and what to do. You feel broken, you feel extremely lost, I'm sure. And you just felt just like your world has just really crashed. Because parents are supposed to be setting an example and loving you unconditionally. But we're talking about narcissistic parents here. They have no clue what that is. We all know that. But also, I know I spoke about several videos back when I talk about learning how to become your own mother. And for those of you that don't know about that video, it's in my channel. Definitely watch it. For those of you that are trying to overcome the narcissistic abuse that you've been subjected to. And I know there's some of you that has commented on some of my videos that really appreciate just me helping, that my videos have helped you. And all I have to say to that is that I'm glad that it is. Because even though I don't know you personally, just know I've been through it. And now I'm spending the rest of my life reinventing myself, as well as dealing with those triggers as best as I can with the inner strength that I have. And that's something that you'll develop over time. And all I can tell you is don't put no pressure on yourself. Take it day by day by day. So all my love to you out there. For those of you that have really been shaken and torn. And it's just traumatic. It's mental trauma. Believe me. I know exactly what each and every one of you are going through. And all I could tell you, going no contact is the very best thing that you could ever do for yourself if you want to remain sane. And I know there's some people out there that really would want to do that, but don't have the means. Whether it's financial or resource means that you don't have the resources, don't ever give up. Because a day will come when the opportunity to get the hell out of there, well, it will come. So anyway, this is Mary Allen, and I thank each and every one of you for watching. Please keep the comments going, and if there's a video, if you have a question, definitely please email me at maryallen7079 @yahoo.com. Thank you. Take care. Bye for now.